Christ on each side. We will not lose sight of the one who's greater. One name holds every victory. One voice that silences the enemy. One King who reigns for all eternity. Jesus, your power is revealed. Joy is full defeated. We are taking ground. Walls are falling down in the mighty name of Jesus. One name holds every victory. One voice that silences the enemy. One King who reigns for all Oh, it's Jesus. And every victory is yours. Every victory is yours. You rose. You reign. And death is buried in the grave. Hell cannot defy your name. You rose. You reign. Every victory is yours. Every victory is yours. Death is buried in the grave. Hell cannot defy your name. One name holds every victory. Oh, there's one voice. One voice that silences the enemy. One King who reigns for all eternity. What's his name? Jesus. One name holds every victory. One voice that silences the
Okay, so for every victory, we're going to be having our capo on the 3rd fret when we're playing C shapes like we did for freedom. So remember, our capo raises it up, so instead of C, it goes to C sharp, D, D sharp, E. So if we want to go E flat, we go down a half step. So it goes C, C sharp, D, D sharp, or E flat. E flat and D sharp are inharmonic equivalents, which is just a fancy way of saying they sound the same. So we're doing our C shapes, so remember our string names. We got E, A, D, G, B, E. And then we're doing our C major, which is ring finger on the A string, middle finger on the D string. So the A string of the 3rd fret is where your ring finger is. Middle finger on the D string of the 2nd fret. Pointer finger on the B string of the 1st fret. And we play the bottom 5 strings. We don't play that top one. So that's C. That's one of the chords we're going to be using. We're going to be using our A minor, which is actually our 1st chord. So for that one, it's middle finger on the D string, 2nd fret, ring finger on the G string, 2nd fret, pointer finger on the B string, 1st fret. That's our 1st chord. 2nd chord is F. So for that, we're doing the bottom 2 strings with our pointer finger on the 1st fret, middle finger on the G string, 2nd fret, ring finger on the D string, 3rd fret. So that's F major. And then C, we went over at the beginning. And then we go to G. So I do it a couple of different ways in this video. You might see me playing a G suspended chord. And if I'm doing that, I'm going to have my pointer finger on the B string, 1st fret, middle finger on the A string, 2nd fret, ring finger on the E string of the 3rd fret, and then pinky on that bottom E string. And if that's too hard for you, you haven't heard of that before, and you want to just do the normal G major chord, we can do that. Pointer finger on the A string, 2nd fret, ring finger on the E string, 3rd fret, and middle finger on the E string, 3rd fret, and ring finger on the bottom string. Pinky, not doing anything. So ring finger, 3rd fret, bottom. So you can do that. And these are the main chords we're going to be using in the song. There's a couple passing chords here and there. For the intro, I just did down strums. And just to keep it simple, and I left the verse out acoustic wise. You don't want to get in the way of what the singers are doing, and in the chorus you want to feel like you're adding another element. So I just didn't play that first verse, and then I bring those down strums back in the chorus. And then when we go to the 2nd verse, I start to strum a little bit. There is a different chord you can play on the tagline where it does Jesus at the end of the chorus. Jesus. So instead of playing your C, where it's just you play from the A string down, you can play all the strings. That's what's written on your chord charts. It should say C over E. And that's how you play C over E. If not, if that's difficult, you can just stick with the C. And then the 2nd verse is where I started strumming a little bit. Just light. And notice I'm not even strumming all the strings really. When I'm lightly strumming, I'm just kind of on the middle and bottom strings. I'm not on these big ones. The top ones. Because they tend to make it sound a little more full. So if you're using the bottom ones, it helps keep that just kind of sweeter vibe. And then when you get to the chorus, use all of them. You start to strum a little harder. And I'm doing an 8th note pattern. I'm just doing down strum, so it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And at the end of each one, I do a little down up, so it's like down, 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 down. So 1 and 2, 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 1. So that's the pattern I use for most of this. Jesus, we do the tag, C over E. You can do your sus chord or just regular G. works best for you. And then the bridge, we've got F. This is the first chord. G, A minor. My phone's about to go in low power mode. Alright, sorry. So F, G, A minor. And then we got, we're just going to play our middle finger for G over B. We're just going to do our middle finger on the A string. And then to C. I think it sounds simple and fine. That's the easy way to play it. And then C over E again. G. C over E, F. So for that, for the bridge and the instrumental, I'm just doing those down strums. But when we start to build, we do the same pattern. We bring those down. So that same kind of strumming pattern that we were doing earlier. F, G, A minor, G over B, C, C over E, G, C over E, and F. So you start to really just build it as you go. Then we're coming from the drum dropout. So I kind of do a little mute going into the drum dropout. You don't have to. But then the drum dropout and where you start to come back in is right before the Jesus part. So you just do the down strum. And then you really start coming on. You play the chorus. Or like we did earlier. Tag at the end of that. Make sure you end trash can on the F. And that's all there is to playing Every Victory on the acoustic. Happy playing.